Dockside at daybreak. The crew requires a couple different forms of fuel, gas and coffee.
Definitely a perk. Sunrise and sunset.
It's the middle of winter in Maine, and Alex Todd and his crew have been catching scallops since the season started in December.
The scallops like to not be in the mud. Other drag doesn't work as good in the mud.
A dredge drags on the ocean floor behind the boat to catch the scallops. The process is called towing. After a few minutes, the dredge is brought in and the scallops are dropped on the deck. The crew sorts through each one by hand using this tool to make sure they're big enough to keep. The dredge goes back in for more, and in the meantime, the scallops are shucked on board. You never know, though, what else the dredge will drag in.
I mean, we always would get boots and make a joke, see if there's a foot in it, but this one time there was a sock in it, and I knew that wasn't going to turn out good. We called the Coast Guard and they came and got it.
Regulators have recently closed several areas to scallop fishing.
It makes it harder and it groups the people together.
The catch limit is 135 pounds a day, which we met just before noon. The scallops are cleaned and Todd sells them directly to some local restaurants.
Key to a good sear on the scallops is you have to pick them up and put them back down again.
Aaron Park is the owner and chef of Henry and Marty in Brunswick.
Get it in the door and get it to the customer as quickly as possible.
He buys dayboat scallops, meaning they were caught that day.
To make that connection between the hard-working farmers and the fishermen that are out there doing incredibly hard work, and to get that and be able to play with that product that's really rewarding.
His orange chipotle glazed scallops are a menu staple, and let me tell you, the dish is delicious.
Wow.
It's always important to ask where food comes from.
He cautions the scallops we eat in Maine aren't always from Maine.
They could be cheaper, sure, but not better, that's for sure.